Do you remember, not that long ago, let's say like 12, 15 years ago, when we had the internet, we had access to limitless information, we had cell phones that were really starting to do lots of things. We were exposed to the media on thousands of channels on the television, and every single day didn't feel like the world was on absolute fire, on like a runaway train to hell. Because right now, every single day I wake up and I open a news app, or I turn on TikTok, or I look at something on TV, and it literally feels like the world is burning on the ground beneath our feet and we are on a gasoline toboggan to hell. And I keep thinking, am I just old? Am I just like feeling nostalgic for a time when maybe I wasn't paying enough attention? Maybe the world was always on fire. Maybe there was always a new historic crisis every single day and we just weren't paying attention. But I don't think that's it. I really don't. I think what's happened is that we have traded the life that we had for a life of convenience. And as we've traded our life of convenience, we've given up freedoms, and we've given up our ability to stand up for ourselves, and we've given up our ability to maintain ownership of our property and our bank accounts and our bodies and our nutrition. And we just keep making these like very dirty exchanges for convenience. And as we've traded things for convenience, we've tolerated things we shouldn't have. We literally get up in the morning to serve billionaires that literally look down on us like we are here for their service. Like the lords, the feudal lords that are looking down at us, wondering why we're not already out tilling the fields. And we get up and we hustle and we hustle and we hustle and we hustle so that maybe we can get food we can't afford and go try to find an apartment we can no longer afford because they took the apartments and they bought all the food companies. And now every single thing we do, every thought we have, every word we say, everything we give is a transaction for a billionaire that owns the world. And literally there's 100 people that own more than the bottom 260 countries combined or something. And we sit here in a place where we can't get a home because the companies are now buying all the homes because they ran out of other stuff to buy. And we can't be healthy because they needed a place to put their industrial byproducts, so they put them in our food. And even if we are unhealthy, we can't get health care because they have so egregiously monetized healthcare that we can't even trust the pharmaceutical companies to take care of us. And we have to worry about our children because the chemicals that they shove into our food and they shove into the containers we eat out of and that they shove into the air and the soil are making our kids sick. Kids weren't sick like they're sick now decades ago. They weren't. We did that. We've allowed that to happen. We wanted those Lunchables, so we said, yeah, tobacco companies totally make food for our children and we will feed it to them and we won't ask any questions. And we made that exchange and sold a little piece of what we had for a little bit of convenience we wanted. And then we wanted to be able to get places faster, right? And so we made some exchanges there and we wanted convenience. We wanted to be able to have more access to television and we wanted to have more access to travel and we wanted to have more access to things that could be delivered to our house in the moment. So we've traded and we've traded and we've traded for convenience after convenience after convenience. And all we've really done is sold our soul to a consolidating and ever increasingly consolidating like world order that has literally taken ownership of everything we eat, everything we buy, everyone we serve. Even the people that are going to push or suppress this video are part of that elite. And we are here with the inability to do anything because we are so busy chugging gasoline from a fire hose to piss on fires and put them out that we can't come up for air long enough to take a collective moment to speak together and shout, we've had enough, and to take back what we have the numbers to take back if we only had the energy and we weren't literally just dying from exhaustion from trying and trying and trying just to keep our heads above water. And I feel like every day we're slipping further away from the ability to stand up and fight. They keep us so disgustingly divided. They work so hard to keep us divided over the things on the farthest peripheral of what we call parties, that we don't ever stop to look at one another and say, you know, that 93% is the average of what most of us agree on. 93% of all the values we have, we agree on. and one that I think almost all of us agree on, is that there are more of us than there are of them. And if we only worked together for a minute and saw past what divides us, we could demand that everything change, which is why they work so hard to make sure we never have that moment and that we never see past the divisions that they tell us we're supposed to feel, and we never reach out our hands to our neighbors because they tell us to hate them. And I'm so fucking tired. But I'm also feeling awfully French. And I'm so ready. I'm ready to boycott Kellogg's. I'm ready to say F you to Wendy's. I'm ready to go and grab everybody and march down there to Washington and tell every incumbent dinosaur that has been there since 1964 to get out. Get out, because we're done. We're done. We're done with you only serving your insider trading. We're done with the power you are so addicted to that you've forgotten that we have the ability to take your job. Only we don't, because billionaires tell us we should keep voting for you because you keep serving them instead of us. I am done. I am so done. And I hope you're done. I hope you're getting French, because I think it's time. I think it's really, really time. And I hope you're with me, because I am so tired, but I am also so angry, and I am so ready. I am so ready. Boycott season is here, but voting season is here too. If they've been there, if they take money from billionaires, they have to go. And what's going to be hard is that we have to get really comfortable with the fact that the convenience that we've traded our human sovereignty for, we have to get comfortable with giving up that convenience. We have to get comfortable with being just a little uncomfortable, not a lot, just a little. We have to get comfortable with looking for brands we can buy from small business. We have to get comfortable with driving the long way around and skipping the private equity owned toll roads. We have to get comfortable with planning a little better when we make our food and stopping buying the garbage they tell us we're supposed to eat for convenience. We have to get just a little bit comfortable with being uncomfortable, just enough to let them know that we're not going to take it anymore and we need to take it back. We have to take it back, because we are reaching a point of no return. Come 2030, that is 5.5 years from today, private equity will be buying 61% of all homes. And at that moment, they will have the land of renters they need, because no one will be able to buy a home and no one will own anything. You will literally be working just to tread water to get to oxygen every day for the rest of your life. And I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it anymore. And I hope that everybody else is getting there, because I am tired and I just want a day where the world isn't on fire, but I feel like maybe they're keeping it on fire. So I don't have a minute to reach my hand out and say, hey, do you need a glass of water or a breath to the neighbor they tell me I'm not supposed to like? So if you've stayed through this rant and you're here, this isn't my normal video, but it's just how I'm feeling tonight. And I want you to know that it's going to take so many of us if this is the battle we want to fight. And I hope you're with me. I hope you're with me, because I am sharpening my blade and my guillotine is ready. It is ready. I am ready. But it's going to take a lot of us. So if you're into it, if you're here for it, stick around. Here, we work together. We fight private equity. We fight mega corporations. We fight to take back our communities. We fight for small businesses. And if you're still here, my name is Tiffany. And I'm so glad you're here, because it's going to take all of us. Stick around, please. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Whoever you are, I'm glad you're here.